What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Unsolicited with Sam and Jordyn. I am Sam. This is Jordyn. I just cut her off. Like, I pressed record, and then you started talking, and it, like, lagged. And then, like, Jordyn was just, like, mid-sentence, and then we just started... boop, 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 boop.
Yeah, for audio and visual listeners, if you just hear a little gremlin noise in the beginning, that's just me.
Oh, my God. That was so funny. What were you saying?
I was saying we have to start the episode because, hello, guys. We are back.
Oh.
We're recording this on Tuesday evening. And minutes before recording, we just got some major breaking news. Russell Wilson is now a New York Giant, and Stefon Diggs just signed with the Patriots.
And I just said, like, it's like a random Tuesday, right? It's March 25th. Like,
this is also the day Zayn left the band.
Dude, I saw a TikTok that said that, and I was just like, this is unbelievable. Like, I was like, I cannot believe 10 years ago. I like vividly remember that day.
Yes.
Too. Like, I was in my dorm room, and I was like, what the hell is going on?
Yep. It was right before my birthday.
Yeah.
I was like, this ruined my birthday. One Direction's done. That's unfair.
Yeah. I guess
but anyway,
we can chat a little bit about life before we jump into Russell Wilson.
Okay.
Because we didn't have an episode last week, so obviously Jordyn and I did not have our weekly FaceTime. And what's been going on? It's almost your birthday. Your birthday is on Sunday, which for the people that don't, why'd you say it like that?
I'm just like, there's been so much life, and like, I'm turning 27. Every birthday is important, but like, it's so just like, it's like the first time ever where I'm not super, super, super excited for my birthday. And I have a lovely day planned. I have a wedding Friday, come home Saturday. My mom is making my favorite dinner ever over at my future in-laws' house, and we're all going to have dinner together. So it'll be super cute, but like, I just like don't care about my birthday this year.
I felt like that's how I felt last year. And I was like ready to not even do anything. And then Michael surprised me and had all my college friends come down. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh my God, I have a birthday. So it really just matters about who's with you.
Yes. And that will be very, very nice. So I'm definitely excited for that. But my God, with like the move, I'm still in my dark dining room. Like I can't get into my office yet. And me and Brian, when we moved in, we were so optimistic. It was so sweet. And we were like, oh, by your birthday, we'll be unpacked. And I was like, fuck yeah. And then we got engaged. And we're moving out of boxes.
Yeah. No, I could only imagine, like, when you decided that you were moving and you told me your move date, and at that point I knew that Brian was going to be proposing at that time, I was like, she's going to be so fucking overwhelmed. It's like not even going to be funny. But I'm like, she's gonna be fine. You're gonna be able to do it. It's all good things too, right?
Yes.
But like, I literally thought that. I was like, she's gonna move in, and a week later, she's gonna be engaged, and she's like not gonna know what to do with herself.
No, I genuinely I feel I have imposter syndrome so bad right now, just because there was so much change so quickly. And again, all positive things. But that's the thing. I feel like I've been like on cloud. I'm just like floating. And I just got to this point where I was like, nothing matters. Like, like that's literally, I think I got like that so overwhelmed and then so happy that I was just like, who cares? Like,
literally that's exactly the planet that I'm on right now.
Yes.
Like, I'm just straight up just like, I could give two like less shits about what so-and-so is doing over here or whatever. Like, I'm just like, nothing matters and everyone's gonna die.
Yes. No, like quite literally, yes.
It's literally how you have to live your life.
Yes. And I've been having so much fun. Like,
good.
I love it. And also, life update, the new Hunger Games came out. And
how are you finished with it?
No, I'm about halfway through.
I actually was at Barnes & Noble on Saturday with Catherine. Don't know why I just said her full name like that. Sorry. That was just
Catherine.
I called her Catherine our entire lives, like ever since I knew her. And then when she went to college, she started shifting to Cat. And so I'm still in the midst of moving.
No, that's fair. You're also a full name person, kind of like how you'll never call me Jordy.
I never call you Jordy. I never call you Sporty. I call Jordyn Jordyn, Catherine Catherine. I call my husband Michael by his
Yep.
full name. I don't call him Mike or Mikey. My mom tried out Mikey once, and I literally physically combusted. I was like, "Don't ever call him that, please." Awful. Hate that. But yes, I am a full name person. But
Yes.
Kat and I were at Barnes & Noble on Saturday.
She actually sent me a picture.
And she was like, so like you texted me and you were just like, I need you to like relive the Hunger Games. And I was like, cool. So actually we're gonna have a fun book talk segment in the future. Sam's rereading the Hunger Games for the first time since high school. It'll be interesting because I don't remember anything. But she was like, Jordyn was talking to me about the Hunger Games. And I was like, yeah, Jordyn was talking to me about talking to you about the Hunger Games. And she was like, I think I'm going to buy the book. So she bought the book. And then my sister-in-law just came upstairs and showed me yesterday, like, look what I got. And so now I feel ready to reemerge myself back into this world.
No. Sam, you don't know how excited I am for you. I'm going to tell Michael I'm sorry in advance because you are going to go down the rabbit hole. It happens naturally. I'll hold your hand on your way down. Because for perspective, the book came out last Tuesday.
Yeah.
I have rewatched the entire series. Plus, I've watched Catching Fire and Mockingjay Part 2 a second time. And I'm halfway through the book.
I've been noticing you watching a lot of Hunger Games recently.
It has me in a chokehold.
Funny story, when you said, Michael will be, upset or anything. It's actually when we first started dating was when the first Hunger Games came out, the movie.
Yeah.
And I was like begging him to watch it. I was like, it's fun, it's dystopian, it's weird, you're gonna like it, people die. And he was like, I'm not interested. I finally get him to sit down and turn it on. And somehow, I'm 17 at this point in time, by the way, somehow just coerced me into making out with him for 2 hours. And he never watched the Hunger Games.
You know what? That also sounds like a fun evening.
Oh. What's your funny thing?
I mean, you know what? Valid, but times are going to change, and now you're going to sit there and you're going to watch it for real, and he's going to watch it for real. I also have been forcing Brian to watch it as well, and we get like 20 minutes into it, and he's like, because I just throw on a random one and I'm like, be obsessed. And he's like, I have no idea where we are. I have no idea who these people are. And he's trying to cuddle me and love me. And I'm just like, we're in the Capitol right now. Like,
yes. We have shit to do, Brian.
Yes, we have a world to save. Okay.
Not now. Oh my God.
And then I'm quoting it. I'm walking around the house quoting Effie. And he's like, what the hell is happening right now?
Honestly, I'm happy to re-enter this era.
You're gonna have so much fun. We're gonna have so much fun, and it's gonna make us all talking about it on the reading retreat, which is coming up so soon.
Dude, I was just thinking about it today because, okay, fun fact about this reading retreat that Jordyn and I are going on. We are doing, so like last time I made like little goodie bags and stuff, and this time we decided to ix that, and we're gonna do what's called Secret Book Bestie. And it's basically Secret Santa, but you give your secret book.
I still have to do mine.
You have time.
Sorry for whoever has me.
But we're gonna buy everybody like a cute, like themed T-shirt, and everyone's having to have a different T-shirt, and then we're gonna buy them a book that's like on their TBR. And I am literally like obsessed with what my secret book bestie is gonna get, and I'm so excited to give it to her. I just love T-shirts, especially book-inspired T-shirts.
Yes. I genuinely can't wait for this reading retreat in general, just because I loved our last one so much.
Oh my God, I'm going to be so relaxed.
It's going to be so, and I need that. Like I keep saying, I'm like, I just cannot wait for the reading retreat to like escape into the Poconos.
I cannot wait to feel that, especially because I'll just be coming back from Tampa. for the Final Four like Monday, and we leave Thursday. So like I'm going to utilize that time to like completely just like
Yes.
very
Yes,
excited.
you are. Oh, I can't wait for you. I can't wait for us. But how are you doing? How's life on your end?
Life is good. It's busy. March Madness is like freaking ramming me into the ground right now, but I'm having a good time doing it.
Good.
And I've been trying to document this on the internet so much that everybody knows. And I'm gonna tell you, I told Jordan, but I'm gonna say it here too. I had a perfect bracket
Yeah.
up until Memphis lost to Colorado State because I was trying to be like fun in my bracket and be like, I know Colorado State's favored, but maybe we'll go with Memphis there. Nope. I was out of 24 million brackets, I ranked with 14,000 others with like that still had a perfect bracket. And I was literally like, who am I? What is happening? This
No,
is
that's like that doesn't happen.
literally I went to the 7-Eleven up the street and I bought a lotto ticket. I didn't buy lotto, and it was the same day that Memphis lost to the Colorado State. And I went, you know what? Not my time. Not my time. It'll come, but not my
Still,
time.
I would brag about that for the rest of my life.
And that was like my secondary bracket. Like I did that like moments before the tournament tipped off. My main one, I had fucking St. John's going and winning the entire thing.
Yeah.
And that didn't happen. So
No.
now I'm racking on this one. It's still ranked within like the top 100,000 brackets or something.
Sam, that's absolutely incredible.
No,
I lost the
I just
first
had to
game.
brag about it.
I don't blame you. I literally lost game 1 of March Madness.
No, not game 1.
I was like, I'm gonna lose the first fucking game of the tournament. Like, yeah, I lost game 1. However, I'm still very much alive because I have Florida playing Kentucky in the championship game and Florida winning.
I have Florida winning in one of my brackets, like completely.
Yay.
But you know, I noticed, you know how like you always say like the least that like when we were like not so much into March Madness, our brackets were so much better than what they are now because like we think too hard about them now. That's kind of happening with the men's for me now, and now I'm thinking too hard about the women's because I have immersed myself in women's basketball and everything. So I like have more knowledge. Garbage bracket.
Yes.
Garbage bracket. I literally put that little fucking ice cube next to me. You know, like when you're like running cold, when your bracket isn't doing well on ESPN and it puts that little ice cube. I had that fucking little ice cube, but I still have UConn winning that entire tournament. And now that JuJu Watkins is injured, I think UConn's like top of the list.
I think I took UConn to win too.
Cool.
Well,
yeah, because they 100% can win the tournament. Yeah.
They're going to.
They're going to. They have to.
Paige is playing out of her fucking mind. Like
unbelievable.
Because we can feel that we're getting to the end, which is very, very sad. And did you hear what she bought 1,500 tickets for UConn fans to go because it was going to be her last home game?
Stop it.
They're usually free for students. And for whatever reason, I guess because of how much Women's March Madness blew up, they weren't free. And so Paige bought 1,500 tickets so all the college kids could go.
She's such a fucking queen.
Like, are you kidding?
Did you see also that there is a Muslim player on her team on UConn, and it's Ramadan right now, so she's been waking up every day at 5 a.m. to make this girl eggs to help her like break fast. Like, how could you not fucking love Paige Beckers?
No, like that's genuinely like she's just fucking incredible. And then also, so that's her off the court. On the court, Jesus fucking Christ, she has like the best assist to turnover ratio out of every single player ever in NCAA or WNBA and NBA history. Like, she's one of one. And then the other night she tied her game record for like, she's just absurd in every way.
Absolutely.
I love her.
I love her too. And I need her to be in the Final Four so that I can see her in person.
No, like again, right?
She was at the draft last year, so I did see her, and I texted Jordan, and I was like, I need you to know that I'm in the same building as Paige Beckers right now, and she was like, no, you're not.
I was ready to.
Yeah, I didn't actually physically see her, but I was there with her at the same time.
That counts. If I was ever in the same building as her, I would die.
Yeah, I will if I ever speak to her, I'll be like, I need you to know my friend Jordan cares deeply about you.
Yes, like would do anything to ensure your happiness and healthiness and just yeah. Also, I think it's so funny with male athletes now. Like
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, like obviously like fan a little, but it's like so different. Like the female athletes, I'm like,
No.
if I came across a male athlete, I could be like, oh hi, like how are you? I respect you, love what
Right.
you do.
Yes.
Any of these college basketball players or WNBA players, if I ran into any of them, I would not know how to get a word out. Like I would choke and not be able to like I can't explain it, but
no, you're 100% right.
they're just queens, like another level.
Let me say, when I was at the Super Bowl, the only player that I like genuinely fangirled over was Joe Burrow, right? Because it was fucking Joe Burrow in the flesh.
Yeah.
So I met Hall of Famers, like all these guys, talked to them, like incredible NFL players, right? I was like, yep, cool, awesome. Sabrina Ionescu walks over and does an interview with us. I was sitting there just like in shock of her existence.
Yeah.
Like I was like, you're real. Like you're a real person. And I was like genuinely like, if I like she said something to me, I like don't think I would have been able to get any sort of I don't even know if I would have been like
nope.
Just their presence is so incredible.
It is. It is. We're getting to experience what like 10 and 12-year-old boys get to experience all the time. We're just experiencing it at almost 30.
We can't have this conversation again. It's going to make me cry.
Oh no.
I literally every time I think about like women growing in sports, I genuinely get emotional. It's like it's an issue.
No, you're just so empathetic.
I'm just such an empath.
You are.
I just feel everyone's emotions.
I love it here.
But yes, women's athletes are sick and they're so incredible. Speaking of women athletes, I feel like this is a good transition from March Madness women's athletes. First of all, shout out JuJu Watkins for being an absolute stud. I'm so sad that she just got injured and we're not going to see her anymore. Literally devastated, literally like took my breath away last night while I was watching it. However, there were some things roaming around social media of her staying for the game to sit next to Jayden Daniels.
I'm very confused by this.
But then it's like them sitting next to each other laughing. Then they cut and then it's Jayden Daniels' mom, right, sitting in between them. And like I know that Jayden Daniels' mom is like she's told him like he's not allowed to date, but I'm like it's JuJu Watkins.
I heard they were cousins.
What?
Did I get bamboozled? I saw it on Twitter, so I don't trust anything, and I didn't fact check. But I literally saw tweets of people being like, this would be like a power couple, and then everyone being like, they're cousins. And I was like, well, which is it? What?
I'm looking up. There's nothing on the internet about them being
okay. So that was probably fake news.
Family, yeah. Yeah, no. But the pictures, I looked at them for so long. I think they would make an amazing couple.
I think they would too.
I think that they would just like
absolutely. Now that I know that they're not related, I absolutely ship them.
And before I started like really bugging out about it, I like had to double check how old she was because I was like, she's in college. And he was much older when he got drafted. So I double checked, but she's 19. So she's of age.
Yeah.
He's 24.
I think that's fine.
I mean, by the time she turns 21 and he's 26, that's not even like people do that all the time. So it's a bit of an age gap, but
yeah.
I just the way they were like sitting chatting next to each other, and I was like, oh my god, she's such a fucking beast. He's such a fucking beast. If they dated each other, they would just like motivate each other into like oblivion.
They would. It'd be like Zach Ertz, Julie Ertz energy.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
But
That
like
would,
on another level. No disrespect to them at all.
but they're like these two are young and like they haven't even started to accomplish what
Yes.
they're gonna accomplish. Like imagine being there with the other one for that long of their like Jayden Daniels just got into the NFL, like she'll be drafted in the next year or two. I'm like literally someone write the fan fiction, write the book. I need a story of two incredibly powerful athletes dating each other.
I
I
would
don't
eat
know.
that up.
Right? Like I'm just thinking about like a cute little one-off fun romance book to
I'm
read.
sure it exists.
Book girlies.
Yes,
Find
let
me a
us
book.
know.
Find me a book where two athletes fall in love and like absolutely just like gas each other up all the time. We'll clip that and we'll put that on social media.
Yes, literally.
But I was like so just it was so funny that his mom just sat between them.
Yeah, that is. Because I did hear the interview or the clip of her being like, yeah, he's not allowed to date. I was like, oh,
And like he listens to her, which is
yes.
interesting too. So that's
I mean, he's very, very talented. So whatever they're doing is working.
By the way, quick NFL one-off.
Yeah.
Is it true that Jalen Hurts got married?
Yes.
Oh, good for him. Look at you. You and Jayden Daniels getting 2 rings in 1 year.
Jayden Daniels.
Oh my
No,
god, I meant Jalen Hurts. Sorry. Jalen, they're very similar. I'm sorry.
it's okay. But yes, no. Me and Jalen are just getting so many rings this year. So many rings combined between the two of us.
That's awesome.
So fun.
I was so happy for him. Like I saw someone just like one off on Twitter said it, and I was like, oh, wait, was there pictures?
I only saw one. They looked beautiful, of course,
Really?
because how could that couple ever not talk about a power couple?
Jalen Hurts wedding. Now I just have to see. Oh, I see the one picture. Oh, how gorgeous.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
Yes.
he looks so happy.
He
I
loves
have
her so
never
much.
seen him smile so wide. Stop. That's so cute. I'm gonna cry.
No, stop crying. Why are we crying? What?
They're having a baby.
What?
They're having a baby. I'm looking at a picture of them holding a sonogram in their
I have been
wait.
under.
I just got bamboozled. It's an AI picture.
Are you kidding me?
I'm literally not kidding you. Yeah, I just got bamboozled.
Oh, it's okay. I get bamboozled all the time.
It was an AI picture. It's a good AI picture.
I thought JuJu Watkins and Jayden Daniels were cousins. So
It happens to the best of us. Well, like good for him. That's exciting. The other couple watch that we were on recently, Jordan sent me the picture of Pedro Pascal and Jennifer Aniston outside of like a hotel somewhere. I was like, I need this more than I need air.
he came out though and said no.
Damn it!
He said they're very good friends and they were out to dinner with other mutual good friends. Like, and I don't know if that's just a line, but
I mean, could be. It could
Could
be,
be.
but at the same time, I feel like Pedro Pascal isn't really the type to be like, let me cover up my private life. Like,
this is very true.
I feel like he's probably telling the truth. Dang, they would have made such a gorgeous couple.
Yes, I would have loved that. I want a movie of the two of them.
I am so fucking excited for the Materialists. The with Dakota Johnson, Pedro
Yes.
Pascal, and Chris Evans. The trailer came out. What was that, like a couple weeks ago? I was like eating it up. I cannot wait for that movie.
I'm very excited for that one as well.
It's
I
literally
need a
like my
good
two
new
types of
movie.
men. It's like that is my two types of men. Scruffy, like down dirt white guy, really good looking Latin guy. Those are my two types, in case anybody was wondering. I'm married to the white scruffy one. That's the one I got married to. But yeah. Anyway, am I rambling today? I feel like I'm rambling today.
No, you are, but it's the best ever. I'm enjoying every second of this. And I've been so brain dead. Sam has been so patient with me. Yeah, literally, like we talked about in the beginning of the show, I have been like on a whirlwind. And Sam's just been like, yeah, like all's good. And I'm like, you're my constant and I love you.
All right, wait. Now we have to get into the meat and the potatoes. This is gonna
like what the fuck? We've been talking for 25 minutes and I still don't know what you feel about Russell Wilson going to the Giants. Hello?
Okay, honestly, I don't hate it because out of everything that we could get dealt, this is not the worst thing that could happen to us, you know? I'm excited for our growing quarterback room. Jameis Winston, I think world's best backup quarterback.
Literally.
I think that, and we got him for $8 million, like it was like a bargain. Russell Wilson, 1-year contract, easy, 21 million, half of it's guaranteed. Cool. I'm good with that, you know, like perfect. And obviously, like everyone's talking about Shedeur Sanders right now, right? So let's just say they draft Shedeur Sanders. Also, 3 black quarterbacks in the New York Giants room. That's probably never happened before. But I'm compared to our previous couple of years quarterback rooms, this is probably the most elite. Like, not even kidding. Like we haven't had a Super Bowl winning quarterback in our room since Eli Manning.
This is true.
Like I am very excited about this. I don't know. I did not hate Russ on the Steelers last year. I think that he did a fairly good job. They made it to the playoffs. I know that they were, 1 and out, but they made it. I would love to see a playoff game. That would be wonderful.
Like,
even
that
if
would
we
be so
lose.
great.
That would be so cool. Yeah. I'm getting excited. And I'm worried that that's probably going to come back to bite me in the ass, but I'm going to allow myself to be excited.
Honestly, listen, I don't think that either Jameis or Russell Wilson at this point for the Giants are going to come in and like reshape. But I think it's just like they're giving them 1-year deals. They're like, we just need. But the fact that now they're actually making some moves and putting some effort in and like targeting these areas, like that shows something. And then obviously, the plan is to draft a younger quarterback, which my thoughts on drafting a young quarterback, benching them and letting them play. Like they're doing the right things right now. Do I think the Giants immediately become a threat after everything? No. Do I think you guys are going to honestly, with the NFC East, you guys could be in contention for a wild card spot.
I mean, yeah, just because of the division that we're in.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I think that if they continue to build as they've been building, why not just get into the round, like the wild card round of the playoffs? I'm not saying we're going to sit there and go on a run or, we won 1 wild card game with Daniel Jones. Like, I'm feeling not bad. I've been feeling really bad. This is like the first time in a while I'm feeling not that bad.
Good.
Yeah. And like it's hard to see the Giants suck. I've never been alive to see the Giants suck. I've always had a pretty okay / pretty darn good football team to root for.
No, I remember growing up because obviously Jersey is like usually split 50-50. South half is Philly fans. Top half is either, honestly, it's half Jets. And then split because there's Jets and Giants up there. And I always remember when I was in like late elementary school, really early middle school, like when the Giants fan kids would come in with like their crisp white jersey with the red and the blue, and that's when the Giants were very good. And I was like, oh, freaking Giants fans. Meanwhile, the Eagles were always like in it, like at that point, but we weren't doing much. Like, so I remember that. So it has been a crazy 180. But hey, what goes down must go back up.
At some point, right? Like there's only so much down you can go.
Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to it. I'm interested to see what's gonna happen in the draft. It's gonna, and like it has been a while too since we've had like a top 3 pick, probably since Saquon, since 2018.
Yeah.
So this is a fun journey to be on. Football is fun,
I miss it so freaking much.
Kid you not, I was like talking some football earlier today and I felt so free.
Yes.
Like I was like, "Oh my god, I know everything about what I'm talking about right now." And I could just keep talking. Like when it comes to like basketball and stuff, it's like I know like enough, but like I really have to think sometimes about things or like look things up. With football, it's like, oh, it's so easy. It just
Yes.
feels so right to talk about football.
Yes. No, it's funny you say that because I was talking today about social anxiety and I was like, when I know a person and I'm comfortable with a person, I'm the most outgoing person ever. Like if I'm meeting someone new, I'm very, very quiet unless I'm around people I'm comfortable with. Like I need a comfort person.
Mhm.
And I was like, I'm always super awkward and super anxious until someone brings up one of three things. And it's Taylor Swift, books, or football. And it's like if one of those topics gets casually brought up in conversation, I could go on for days
Yeah.
and I'm safe and I'm fine. And yeah, there's nothing better than like being in a setting and like just hearing someone like drop a football stat and you're like, and then all of a sudden it's like conversation.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Or like oh yeah, my fantasy team.
Yes.
Huh? What?
Yeah.
Your fantasy team? Who you got? Who's your quarterback? Who you
My
got?
parlay missed by one, like, ooh, who'd you
What?
take?
Huh? When I bought my lotto ticket the other day, I thought about sports betting again, and then I remembered that for some reason, my phone just wasn't allowing me to sports bet, and I was like,
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm gonna just continue going on down this path. That
It was a tough sports betting year. I did very, very well during the Super Bowl, but like throughout the actual regular season, I,
yeah.
I was getting bamboozled.
I didn't win. Oh no, I won one time, and it was
Yeah.
when I bet on, I think, Tampa Bay's money line.
Yeah,
Was that it?
I
And
think so.
I was like, "What do I do?" And I just did it, and then it actually won. I won like $4.
I actually $4.
I put
I
like 10 cents on
remember
it.
in our reading retreat, we placed a parlay. I think it was a Jets Patriots primetime Thursday night.
Thursday night game.
It was the ugliest game ever.
I don't think a single part of that parlay hit at
No, and we took something with Ramondre Stevenson, and then all of a sudden it's the third quarter, and we're like, "Wait, where the fuck is Ramondre Stevenson?" And he's been like out since halfway through the first quarter. But it was such a boring game, we didn't even know.
and we subjected our 3 other friends that were with us that do not watch football to sit down and watch Thursday Night Football, and they sat there and they read their books, and,
They
like,
did.
it was fine, but I was just like, we straight up just put them through the worst possible game ever. They'll never watch football now. They think
No.
that this is what football is
They're
like.
gonna be like, "This is what they get so attached to." Like,
Where's Ramondre Stevenson? Oh my god. That is
oh
so funny.
my god, Sam, at this
Hilarious.
reading retreat, we're gonna have to bet on like baseball.
Fuck no. I'm not doing that. How do you even bet on baseball? What do you bet, like, hits?
Yeah, like runs.
Runs, okay.
Yeah.
Based
You
on the
can do hits
team or a
too.
single person?
You can do all of it.
Yeah, right, I guess it's pretty expansive.
And
I've
there's
kinda forgotten how sports betting works.
it gets intricate.
Can you tell that I've been lack there of sleep?
No.
Oh, you can't? I was gonna say that's
No.
why I'm, like, legitimately, like, a zombie, but,
You're
like,
just in
babbling.
I was gonna say you're just in a silly goofy mood.
No, I
And
am in a silly goofy mood,
I'm so
but
here for it.
I was up all Monday night to work during these games.
Oh,
I ended up turning the TV off at 12:30. I then Alright, we're not talking about Russell Wilson to the Giants anymore. Um, I went to bed at 12:30. I woke up at 5:30 to go to the gym because there was a circuit training class at 6. So I went to that, and then I went to the gym after, came back, took a shower, shaved my legs. Don't know why. All of it. The eyes
oh.
too. I don't know. Yeah, it was just like one of those like itches where I was like, gotta shave my legs. Did my skincare, took my contacts out again, got right back into bed, slept for another like 45 minutes to start work at 9.
Um,
And then
Yeah,
I worked all
no,
day today.
I sat on the couch yesterday at 8 PM and said, "I could go to bed right now."
I legitimately it is I understand now how people think we're crazy for watching 10 hours of football on Sundays,
Yes.
because sitting down at, like, noon and watching basketball for, like, 12 hours,
Yeah.
and you have to like, I that's not something that I've ever done, and I asked Michael, I was like, "Is this how you feel on Sundays?" And he was like, "Yeah." He's like, I just get really tired watching the same thing over and over again." But he's like, "But you enjoy it, so
Yes.
it's fine." But this,
No,
I'm like, "I'm not even enjoying this anymore."
no, I include, like, so I do a Monday meeting every morning with my full team, and at the end of it, I always include, like, a funny meme, and usually it started during football season, so it was normally, like, an Eagles meme at the end of every week to, like,
Oh,
reflect Sunday or whatever,
cute.
and so I'm just, like, pulling sports ones, so I did, like, one for Phillies, like, getting ready for the season to start, and then this Monday, I did a meme of Frank the Tank. His eyes were, like, cross-eyed like this, and it was, like, how I feel walking into work on Monday morning after watching college kids play 50 hours of basketball this weekend.
It's so real.
It was. I was like, "I don't even feel like a person."
Yeah, no, it's a lot. It's a lot,
And
and they
it's
don't have
crazy
just,
that
like
just, like, and sorry to interrupt,
no, it's
but it
okay.
is crazy thinking that, like, literally during for 3 months of the year, we sit down every week and are like, "We're gonna do this."
It's absolutely psychotic behavior.
Like, thinking about it in reality, it's actually insane.
Do you know how much I get done in the off season because I
Yes.
have a whole day? Like, literally, sometimes I only have 1 day a week that I'm able to do things, which is
Yes.
Saturdays. It is absurd that I could remove an entire day out of my week to watch football.
Yes.
An
And it's like
entire day.
it's like there's so much more time for activity. I'm like, people get to do this all year long. Like,
That's
there are
what I was
people who
thinking. I was
don't
like,
care and just live their life.
the
Like,
thing is, like, the joke during football season is, like, whenever my friends make plans or something, they're like, "Well, we can't do Sunday because Sam
yep,
has to watch football." And, like, literally, like, when the off season comes around and someone's like, "You wanna do something on Sunday?" And I'm like, "Yeah,
yeah.
I do. I do wanna do something on Sunday, and I can."
I love when I realized I was like, "Brian," like, because I was squeezing so much in, and then I was like, "Brian," I was like, "I could do my workout class on a Sunday. Like, why did I never do my workout class on a Sunday?" He's like, "'Cause you were watching freaking football."
Mhm. Yeah.
Crazy.
Crazy, crazy.
Also, me and my mom were debating not debating this, but discussing this because I was, like, obviously doing some wedding planning, and I was like, "I refuse to get married during football season. Like,
So fair.
I don't want to." And she was like, "But wouldn't it be so fun if you got married on, like, a Friday or Saturday, and then that Sunday, like, everyone watched together?" And I was like, "No, because what if they lose? Or what if my wedding's on a Friday and they just played Thursday because the venue will be booked before the schedule, and they
Right.
have this horrific loss on Thursday that ruins my wedding?" I was like, "There is too much at risk here." Like,
That was a lot of thought that went into that.
right? I'm like, there is I don't want any part of it. And also, like, the thought of, like, doing wedding planning in the midst of
Right.
football,
Yes.
very
Exactly.
overwhelming to me.
Yeah.
Like, I want time.
Yes. I was just gonna say, like, it's, like, the last, like, 6 weeks going up to your wedding is, like, the busiest time where you're just getting everything situated, and it's just, like, a lot. You want to do absolutely you wanna have every single day possible that you can.
Yes.
Like, it is an intense month and a half before your wedding. Like, you're just like, "Ah!" It kinda feels like you're always in an earthquake.
Perfect.
Mhm. Yes.
Perfect. I can't wait.
I just have to, like, make your skin hard now, so that when it's
Yes.
not that bad, you're like, "Oh, that's not bad. That's not that bad."
It's not gonna
But
be that bad.
it's gonna be fine, don't worry. Don't worry, everything's gonna be fine. But yes, but it is a lot, and I Michael wanted to so our, like, dating anniversary is September 14th,
Yeah.
and last year, 2024, which is the year we got married, September 14th fell on a Saturday, and he was like, "We can get married on our anniversary." And I was like, "Yeah, but it'll probably be, like, week 2 of the football season or even kickoff." And he was
Mhm.
like, "What?" And so that's why we got married in June.
Yep.
because I planned my entire wedding around football season, and I will probably plan my child around football season,
Yes.
to be quite honest with
Yes.
you. I've thought about it.
Oh my
So,
god. If I have a little girl, I'm gonna sit her down and say, "Whatever dreams you have of a fall wedding, throw them out."
get rid of them.
Realistically, I'm kidding, but, like, also not really.
I will say I went to 1 fall wedding. Yeah, or
I've been
maybe
to a
2.
few.
I've only been to, like, 1 or 2, and
September, October's popular.
yeah, my friends Sam and Avery got married in November,
Yes.
and that Sunday, I had to wake up early and check out of the hotel
Yep.
and drive home so that I was home by 1 PM.
Yep.
And Michael was like, "Checkout isn't until 10. We don't need to leave, like, right then and there." And I'm like, "Yeah, but it takes, like, 2 hours to get home,
Yep.
and then football's gonna start." And he was like, "Great."
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know. This may have been wrong of me, but I couldn't help it. I was at a bridal shower. I had the March Madness game. Gators were playing. I had the March Madness game up with me the whole time, and I was talking and converse. It's not like I was like hunched. But I had my eye. I had my eye. I have a
Yeah.
problem. I'll admit
Sometimes
it.
sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, you know?
And I had a lovely time, and it was beautiful. And
Amazing.
Gators won, but they were giving me a heart attack, and I was like,
Yeah. See, like, if the game ends up being, like, super intense, I don't even know if I wanna watch it in
that's
public
where
like that,
I
'cause
was, like, sliding it out of my way because I was like, if I hyperfix and there was, like, 8 minutes left, and I was like, too much time for me to be anxious in college basketball.
yeah, it's like, I need to chill out. I need to
Yes.
chill out, like, right now. No, I
Yeah.
feel that. I feel that so hard. My cousin got married in October in Italy, and because of the time difference, it was, like, Saturday night game started. So, yeah, because of, like, we're 6 hours. Oh, no, I'm sorry, Monday. Wait. Whatever yeah, I don't know what I'm saying. Or maybe it was a Thursday game that was, like, Thursday night, and then, like, it was, like, Friday at, like, 2 AM or something. Something happened. Anyway, it was weird. I was in Italy. I was watching football on my phone at my cousin's wedding,
Um,
or at, like, my cousin's, like, welcome dinner thing.
entirely valid,
Yeah.
entirely valid. I also this is the debate that I've had with my cousin who now lives in San Diego, because West Coast people, they're waking up. Their football Sundays are starting at 10 AM.
I
I
know,
would
like
hate that.
what?
Oh, okay, so you're on the other side of this.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
You would like them to start earlier.
Yes.
Really?
Yes, because then my evening is open, and I can do things.
See, I use my mornings more.
That's fair. I mean, I
Like,
could
I
get
go to
stuff
the
done in the
grocery
morning.
store during football season, I'm at the grocery store by 9 AM, 9:30 at the latest.
Okay. Yeah, see, I'm opposite. It's like I need that thing that I'm waiting for to be done, and then, like, the rest of the day, I'm like, "Okay, there's nothing else going on, I can do things." But, like,
See,
it's the
no,
lead up for me that I'm like, "I gotta be home by this time or I'm gonna miss it."
that's entirely fair. I'm just flipped because I get so exhausted by the end of the night that, like, the second the game ends, I'm like, "Good night," and I go to bed.
Yeah, but it'll end at, like, 7 PM.
Yeah, but then what else am I gonna do?
I do things at night. I think that's the difference here.
Yeah.
But I the other day, I just, like, made cinnamon rolls, like, out of my sourdough starter. It was, like, 9 PM. Like, I just, like, wanted to go and just
Yeah, you're like Betty Crocker.
dude, I suddenly have noticed I am a baker.
Really? Okay, teach me because I suck. I'm a great cook. I suck at baking.
It's, like, legitimately a science because it's
It
li
is.
and I've noticed I've started instead of doing, like, a cup of something or, like, a teaspoon of something, I weigh everything like the Brits do. So you get, like I have, like, a digital scale that I've measured my food on before for, like for, like, portion control. And I had it, and I put the bowl on it, and I was like, "Let me try and bake with the weight," and I did, and it came out so much better.
No, I destroy I make cookies all the time, but it's just the frozen
Yeah.
cube. Like, it's not even making cookies, it's just putting dough in the oven. And the few times I burned brownies, like
Oh. I've noticed I need a lot, like, I need no other distractions. I need to know nothing else is going on and that I can spend as much time on this as physically possible.
yeah.
And that's why I'm like, at night, I'm like, well, the only thing stopping me is going to sleep, and I can control going to sleep. So I'm just gonna bake. So I made those cinnamon rolls, and then I actually just made my mom's birthday cake, which I was very proud of. She wanted a very specific Bergota lemon cheesecake that she saw online.
That sounds phenomenal.
It was filled with such garbage, but it was so good. It was 3 blocks of cream cheese and, like, a cup and a quarter, a cup and a half of ricotta cheese. It was so much fat, but it tasted so good, and then you put, like, the graham cracker crust at the bottom with the butter and the sugar, and you, like, lay it down. And then I realized that my air fryer had a dehydrate button, so I fucking dehydrated some lemon slices to, like, decorate it. And literally Michael was like, "You are so domesticated." And I was like, "I don't
Yeah.
even think I am. I think I just like following directions and that have very clear directions, like, put 300 grams of flour into the bowl." And I'm like, "I can do that."
See, with cooking, I hate following directions.
I
Exactly.
love following directions.
But
What's so
see,
what's so
I love
different?
building. I love
Yeah.
building. Like, I loved building the dresser. Like, me and Brian built this 6-drawer dresser, and I was like, "Wasn't that so fun?" He was like, "No." I was like, "But it was like a puzzle. Like, they tell you what to do, and you put it together, and then you make something."
See,
But for
I'm
some
so
reason, I
bad.
struggle. Oh my god, Sam, why are we so opposite
I don't
tonight?
know.
But, cooking, because cooking, I put on a show. And then I literally just vibe, and, like, I'll have a generic recipe, like, I always write down a base, but then I'm like, a little bit more of you, a little bit more here. I like
Mhm.
when I do this, and I just go nuts. And then Brian's like, "How'd you make this?" I'm like, "I have no idea."
Well,
Like,
cooking is like that though, right? Like,
yes,
cooking, you can do that. If you do that in baking, it's all about consistency, and it
yes.
just fucks up the consistency completely. So,
One time I messed up cookies because the butter wasn't melted enough. I was
yeah,
like, "What does that even mean?"
the
Like,
butter temperature is so important.
yes.
It's unbelievable. And another thing that's important, the temperature of eggs. Putting cold eggs straight out of the fridge into your baking is, like, a huge thing because then you put it in the oven and the eggs are cold compared to, like, the rest of the cake, so the cake is baking faster than the eggs. Yeah, I've been just, like, researching all this stuff recently. But, yeah, so when you have room temperature eggs when you're baking, you will get, like, a significantly better, like, bake.
All right, we're gonna start an unsolicited cooking show next, and then I'll make dinner and Sam will make dessert.
Yes. Such a good idea.
Thank you.
Such a good idea, that would be so fun.
Wouldn't that be so cute?
Yes. Now
And we
we
could
have
serve
to
each
see
other?
each other.
Yeah.
I'm literally like, I'm in charge. I'm in charge of baking Michael's birthday cake this weekend.
What do you know what kind you're gonna make for him? Is it a
So,
secret?
I've been, like, bothering him about it. I'm like, "What kind of cake do you want?" And while we were making dinner today, he said something Oreo, like Oreo fudgy.
Mm,
So, I'm gonna go on Pinterest and find something and bake him something magical.
that I can't wait to see pictures of it. For new listeners, me and Michael, Sam's husband, share a birthday.
This is true. I've never spent Jordan's birthday with her ever in her
Wow.
life, unfortunately. But, yes, they're my 2 Aries babies
Yeah.
that I love very dearly. Um, yeah, well, and also Sarah's son was supposed to be born on your birthday. That was his due date, but he was a bit early,
Yes.
and, now he's a Pisces.
Pisces baby.
Who I love Pisces. Sarah's a Pisces too, and she's like, one of the, like, your friendship soulmates.
Yeah.
I was like, "It's because you're a Pisces and I'm a Cancer, and it just makes sense."
Yes.
Our core 3 are me, Sarah, and Kat, we're all water signs.
Wait, that's actually crazy.
Yeah, 2
You guys
Cancers and
are
a
like
Pisces.
aquamarine.
I
No. No, what's the Nickelodeon mermaid show?
H2O.
Yes. With
Fresh
the
out of
3
water or
mermaids.
something, right? Or splash out the water, something like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
What a
Yeah.
time to be alive.
I love Aquamarine.
It's such a good movie.
One of my favorite movies, and I was I loved it so much, my mom bought it on DVD for me when it
Yeah.
came out. And I loved JoJo at the time too. I still really like JoJo,
Yeah,
but,
me too.
like, I was, like, obsessed with her, and I was like, "I wanna be like her." Like, I wanna be, like, edgy and cool, but, like, really sweet and fun. And then I got a fucking blue streak in my hair
Yep.
because of
Well,
Aquamarine.
that's like, 'cause I remember when I met Sam, she was like, "Whenever I get married one day, it's going to be" not whenever, she was like, "When I get married one day." She was like, "I want pearls. I want it to be blue and beach themed. I want the ocean." And, like, that's literally Sam, and that's why I was, like, weeping at your wedding day, 'cause I was like, "This is exactly what she told me she wanted." Like
I'm dead. Yeah, literally, this was just to further this, my mom got me this shell, and it had this painted inside, and it has, like, a little gem and stuff on it. So,
like,
like, this is my entire personality.
yes.
Like, it's actually kind of scary. My
So the
Sweet
fact
16 was Finding Nemo themed.
No, literally. So the fact that you were obsessed with Aquamarine literally does not shock me in the slightest.
Yeah, no, it's literally, like, everything that I yeah. Actually,
Yeah.
I wanna get into a very specific, reading genre of, like, pirates.
Ooh,
Like
I've heard there are a lot of good pirate books.
yes, Kat told me she has a bunch, so I wanna start reading them, and plus our book that we're reading for our reading retreat is Empire of Shadows. It's not pirates, but it's, like, Indiana Jonesy, and I'm really excited to read it. I actually have it right on my table. I'm gonna read it
I
later.
am literally gonna finish Hunger Games by this weekend, and then I'm going right into Empire of fuck,
Oh,
I
it's
always
Shadows.
there's
Shadows.
Shadows.
It's Shadows. Um,
So it's Empire of Shadows
yeah.
because it's the combination of the 2 Throne of Glass books.
Yes.
Okay.
Right. But, yeah, no, I'm very excited to read but, yeah, I kinda wanna get into, like, a piratey mermaid siren vibe going on. I finished the Cruel Prince series, by the way.
How was it?
5, 5, 5.
You love it? It's a trilogy?
The trilogy, and there's some one-off books.
Okay.
And then there's, like, a little brother in the book, and I think Holly Black has now written 2 books about him.
Okay.
Because he's, like and this isn't giving anything thing
No.
away, he's, like, next in line.
Okay.
So, like, that's, like, the spin-off books. I don't know if I feel as connected to those, like, I don't know if I'll read them,
Mhm.
but the Cruel Prince books, my god, like, they were hyped up for me, and they lived up to the hype.
Oh, yay! Okay.
Mhm.
I have a feeling my reading list is going to change.
Yeah. I after I finish Empire of Shadows, I'll be jumping into Throne of Glass, so we'll finally be able to start that train. It's happening, Jordan. It's happening.
You're telling me
Yeah.
the Eagles won the Super Bowl, I got engaged, and Sam's reading Throne of Glass and Hunger Games in the same year. And yes, those things are equally important to me. Like
I was just gonna say, I'm so honored to be up there with the 2 of the most important things in your life, Brian and the Eagles. And then Sam reading books that Jordan likes.
this is just I don't know what I did to deserve all this, but I am so grateful.
Yeah. This is, like, the vibe that we're gonna be going for. It's I'm gonna listen to a Hunger Games book, and then we'll do a book talk segment on
Yeah.
it, and every time I finish a Throne of Glass book, I'll do a book talk
Yes.
segment on it. So we won't do it, like, every week as I'm reading it because I feel like there's gonna be a lot.
Yes.
So I feel like 1 book talk per book because there's also 8 books. It'll be a
It
fun series. I'm excited.
it will, and it'll take you I think it took me, like, 3.5 months to read.
I can I can do it. I
Yeah,
can do that.
you're gonna be fine.
Yeah.
And
I
the
actually
last ones fly.
oh, yeah? Even though
'Cause
they're the
it's
biggest?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, Throne of Glass, it's almost 1,000 pages, like, it'll take you a minute, but, like, it won't take you as long as you think it'll take to read a 1,000-page book.
Okay. Yeah, I'm excited, and plus I'm excited to like be able to talk about it with you because it's gonna be some good content.
I really hope I know we can leave the big stuff for book talk, but throughout, you have to text me
Okay, absolutely.
constantly. And I'm just gonna I may give like very like little in my responses, but that's just because I won't want to give everything away. But please just know I'm internally freaking out at everything you send me.
I feel like me, you, and Erin should make a group chat so that I can text both of you
Yep.
my
That's the best
thoughts
idea I've ever heard.
as I'm reading because both of you are the only two people I know that have read it that have both been like, "Why haven't you read it yet?" And
Yep.
I'm like, "Okay, I'm getting there. Here I am. I'm there. Almost. One more book is in the way."
It's gonna change your life. Are you gonna you're starting it on the reading retreat?
I'm hopefully I don't want to do what we did last time and have like half of a book to read that
I
we all
know.
were supposed to read. So I want to finish Empire Shadows before the reading retreat. So hopefully I will at least have started Throne of Glass by the time we get to the reading retreat.
Perfect.
So like I can't promise I'll be very far based on how fast it takes me to read this book. Um
I'll take what I could get.
yeah, but and I'm going to read it your way. So I'm starting with Throne of Glass.
Yes.
And I actually have to like print out something so that I know what to follow.
I have a guide.
Oh, perfect. Send it to
And
me.
then it attaches the guide for the tandem read.
Amazing. Because I want to do that too.
You have to do the tandem read. You're gonna have so much fun.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I am very excited. I love books. I love books.
I love books and I love Unsolicited and I love March Madness.
We covered it all today, didn't we? We literally winged that last 30 minutes, girl.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I looked at like our back end before where there was like 28, we were 28 minutes in, and I was like, we hit everything that we planned to talk about. But holy shit, like I said, you bring up Taylor Swift books or football, we will be good.
Yeah, it was a chatty day. It was a
It
chatty day,
was.
but we needed to talk. We had a lot to
Yes.
catch up on.
I haven't seen your face in a while. So this was perfect. If you guys loved this episode as much as we loved hosting this episode, make sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to us here on the channel. Follow us on all of our socials. You can find us on TikTok and Instagram at the unsolicited_podcast. You can find us on Twitter at Sam and Jordyn. And of course, we're also available wherever you get your audio podcasts.
Amazing. You killed it.
We're so back.
We are so back. I love this show. Bye.
Bye, go Gators.